Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Yusuf Muhammad Ahmed Khurmi, and today I'll try to explain computer network introduction with the supervision of Dr. Abdurrahman Al-Amir. What is computer network? Computer network is a collection of computers interconnected by communications channels that facilitate communications among computers and allows them to share resources with high reliability, saving money and time. And computer network can be categorized into many types of network: personal area networks, local area network, metropolitan area networks, wide area networks, and internet. Personal area networks enables communication between devices near a person, typically within a range of 10 meters. For example, when you communicate your smartphone with your Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth watch. Local area network interconnects computers within a limited area such as school, university, campus, or office building, and it can be framed in many local typologies such as bus, or star, or ring, or mesh, or tree, or point-to-point. Metropolitan area networks interconnect several LAN in a building in the same city or same town. Wide area networks interconnect several LAN that spans a wide geographical area between cities, states, or even countries. Internet is a collection of interconnected networks is called an interwork or internet. For example, the home network uses the internet service provider networks to connect to the internet. However, in reality, it's impossible to communicate between two or more devices without a particular protocol considered as an agreement. Therefore, we need a global protocol that can make the data communications more facilitated in computer network. Consequently, International Standard Organization came up with a global protocols known as OSI, which is Open System Interconnection, and TCP/IP that enable two or more computers to communicate easily. OSI contains over 7 layers, while TCP/IP combines the first 3 layers in one layer, which is the application layer. So let's take a brief understanding about how those layers work when we communicate with other computer or server over the internet. First layer is application layer, which is contain more than one protocol, which is web server, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and DNS, Domain Name System, and File Transfer Protocol, and email server. Email server has more than one protocol, which is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and BOP, Post Office Protocol, IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. How does HTTP work? First, open a web page, then click URL, which is the link. The URL contains internet name, not an internet IP address. So it will request an IP address of the web page from domain name system. Then the domain name system responds with an internet address. Then a browser software uses a hypertext transfer protocol, which is HTTP, to send request for document. HTTP server waits for request by listening to a port number, which is 80 for HTTP. HTTP client sends its request message, which is GET. HTTP server sends a start response 200 OK that establishes the communication between the server and client. HTTP server sends required files. Then the browser displays the documents. What is FTP? File Transfer Protocol. It's a protocol for transferring file between a client, user, and remote host server. What does email server work? There is 3 different protocols on the email server: SMTP and BOP and IMAP. SMTP used to transfer email message from a client to a server via port 25, and the protocol BOP authorization to download the message on your own device via port 110. But IMAP allows the user to read the message on the server only. He cannot download it. After application layer, there is a transport layer, which is data will be transferred from an application layer to the transport layer. This layer will be first open an agreement between the user and server known as 3-handshake to establish the connection. After getting approval, the transport layer will assign a TCP or UDP for requested data. TCP used for one recipient, UDP used multiple recipients as a broadcast message. After transport layer, the data goes from transport layer to a network layer. A network layer is responsible to assign the IP address to the requested data, find the shortest path for forwarding requester data to reach the final distance. And for building shortest path table, there are 2 algorithms. First one, a link state routing algorithm, and it's called Digastra's algorithm. Second algorithm is distance factor algorithm. Then the data goes from network layer into data link layer. Data link layer encapsulates datagram into frame, adding a header and assigning MAC addresses for each frame headers to identify source destination. And then it goes from a data link layer into a physical layer. At the physical layer, it transfers the whole data into binary data, which is 1 and 0, to transfer to the receiver. That's all for this 4 chapters, and thanks for listening.